Thank you so much. And please do bear with me. I had no intentions on speaking, so I do need a little time to get myself together after this. I'm so filled by this.
Hallelujah.
Righteousness, Madam Righteousness knows that I had 3 parades to go to today. And I was scheduled to be here from 9 to 10. But there was no way I could leave this.
Hallelujah.
I thought about Independence Day. I had to decide, should I be at a parade or should I be worshiping?
Yes.
This was a very easy decision.
Hallelujah!
Thank you all again for having me. I met Remnant Righteousness a couple of months ago. She had a group of young people wearing orange near where I live in Bowie. I live in Prince George's County. And the Spirit drove me to them. They had on all orange, and I went over and met Miss Righteousness and met the young people. The young people were just absolutely fabulous. I was so filled with their great spirits, such sharp people, those same young people I met when I came through here. But what I explained to the young people in Madam Righteousness, that orange represents ending gun violence. Most people don't know that. Orange represents ending gun violence. And so orange is one of my favorite colors, which also drew me to them. And that's how I met Madam Righteousness. The first week in June is End Gun Violence Month. So we wear orange across the nation, across the world in orange. And so I shared that piece of information. My grandmother was actually an educator and my mom was a scholar. I fell somewhere in between, so I've always been educating on something my whole life. But again, I am David Grogan. I'm your candidate for sheriff in Prince George's County. Those of you all are from Prince George's County. I'm your candidate for sheriff. And one of the things that, there's so many things I could say, but I can't say so much within 2 minutes. But one of the things I will say is that as your candidate for sheriff, we have got to do better. That young military man, thank you, sir. You know, military service. Law enforcement needs prayer. Yes. Just as all the things that you outlined about the military, the law enforcement families, they need prayer. These people are suffering. And those law enforcement officers that are currently working, they need prayer. So many of them have not been vetted properly, because one of the things that I've discovered is there's wickedness, evil, and there are so many people who have infiltrated my noble profession in law enforcement that are wicked and evil. And so what I say to you all is that when I'm your next sheriff, we're going to do a much better job of vetting candidates. We want to look for people that are Christian. We want to look for praying people. We don't have to ask them whether they pray. We don't have to ask them. I can sit down in front of people within 5 minutes and tell where their spirit, where their heart lies. My background is vetting. I spent 25 years with the Department of Justice, United States Marshal Service, which I started as a student at Bowie State. I started my career as a student at Bowie State. While I was at Bowie State, I worked for the Secret Service. While I was a student at Bowie State, I worked for the Department of Justice, United States Marshal Service. And I was the captain of that conference football team. I know a lot of you all are from Bowie State. That's why I'm putting that out there. I met them I think you all were doing a 5K run or a walk or something that day when I met all these young people. We took some great pictures from Bowie State. But yeah, I started my career while I was a student at Bowie State. And I served 25 years at the Department of Justice. But 15 out of my 25 years, I was one of the managerial facilitators of the Federal Witness Protection Program. And many of you all have seen some of the movies, but a big one part of the Federal Witness Protection Program is vetting. Vetting means interviewing, screening, psychological evaluations that I believe the next candidate for sheriff must do with our candidate. We must evaluate people. We must figure out where their heart lies. We cannot give people badges, guns, and law enforcement authority who have not been properly vetted, who have not been properly interviewed. We can't do that. We've got to be different. So when I'm the next sheriff, I want to give our young people the same opportunities I had. We need cooperative education programs for our young people. We need internship programs. We need stay-in-school programs for our young people. I want to give them the same opportunities I had. When I worked for the Secret Service, the director of the Secret Service took me under his wing. I was one of his proteges. He would always introduce me as his future Secret Service agent. So when young people have these kind of experiences, it helps shape who they are throughout their life. And so many of our young people want to do public safety work. When I graduated from Bowie State, I had choices. I could have been an FBI agent, Secret Service agent, DEA agent, U.S. Marshal. I could have done anything. So we're going to show our young people that path. We're going to show our young people. We talk about politics. We're going to show our young people how do you position yourself for a presidential appointment. We're going to show our young people. Our young people need to see role models. I'm very proud to say, many people don't know because I've never said this publicly, but I'm very proud to say that I have been recommended to the White House, to the Biden-Harris administration for a public safety appointment for law enforcement. Won't go too much into that yet. But all the things that I have done, I want to be able to share that. I want to be able to train our next young group of people so they know what they should be doing. They should be giving back. I'm a professional volunteer. And some of you all, I can tell, are professional volunteers already. So I just wanted to share that. And again, I know beyond my 2 minutes, sir, I apologize. I just got so lost that I got caught up in just trying to get it together. But I just want to thank you all again. I'm David Grogan. I can be reached at davegrogan.com. I can be reached. Y'all can call me, young people. I have my hashtags, Grogan for Sheriff, Unity Candidate, so all of y'all that's on IG, I'm on all forms of IG, davegrogan.com. Again, my name is David Grogan. Thank you so much for having me.